says to draw hearts and stars on your hands to show support. That's hot.
All the boys here could use all the help that they can get.
You know, we know that this film is a YA film with big feelings, a big message. And, you know, at the end of the day, we've all talked about how it's a human film. It's about, someone's personal journey. It's about friendship. It's about love, allyship, all that stuff. But of course, the big theme is, how has the feminist movement evolved through the years? And, there's so many things to take away from the film, but what would be something you guys would want people to take away from? What is something they shouldn't miss?
One thing that I love that I've had the opportunity to speak to every person on this cast with, that I think we all share mutually, is the intersectionality of feminism that we get to celebrate, and really including everyone and making sure that there's no one who feels alone, or people who do feel alone can see themselves in every character in this film. So I'm really excited about that. I know that all of y'all can elaborate more on that, but that's definitely one thing that I'm really excited for.
Can you guys, for people who might not know what intersectionality really means, terms get thrown around a lot, and I think sometimes people need to hear again what that means. Would anyone want to speak to that?
Alycia? Do you want to get your story? The most intersectional woman I've ever met.
I'm also over here like, please explain it to me.
This is education. Welcome to Crash Course. Alycia, take it away, my professor.
Thank you, Josie Joe. No, for sure. I think that is such an important thing to say, Amy. Thank you. I commend you, and I'm just so inspired by your continuous commitment to having these conversations. And I think that's a taboo conversation that people are very fearful to say, I don't know what that means. And then they just go along with it, which is, disingenuous, but I get it. It's the human condition to not want to feel ostracized and not know what something means. So it's powerful that we can have these conversations and debunk the fear and anxiety that goes around it. Intersectionality is the idea of fighting and having the movement of feminism, but also understanding the nuances of people's different experiences of being a woman. So although that we face the same patterns of oppression and have to live under the infrastructure of what is a patriarchy and deal with the implications of that and deal with the implications of misogyny and classism and the microaggressions that come with that, there are other components such as socioeconomic status, or geographically, or your race, or your sexuality that add to your experience as a woman and cause you to move and navigate throughout the world and navigate through social injustices and oppression differently. So in my personal experience, although that we all have the camaraderie of being women, I specifically have my own distinct journey of being a Black Latina woman from the Bronx. And the same way that I couldn't relate to someone else whose womanhood I may not personally identify with, but I'd want to learn and grow and hold myself accountable so that we could all be united and further the needle in progression and equality and equity.